There's something about Serian that stops people in their tracks. Maybe it's the musky scent of durian, sweet to some, offensive to others. Or the pull of nature, where weary minds find rest and never leave. Or maybe it's the wide-eyed buffalo statue that charms passers-by and sets the internet buzzing. Just an hour from Kuching, Serian is one of Sarawak's largest districts, home to a large Bidayuh population, countless kampongs, and a growing wave of new faces. Today, it stands at the crossroads of the old and new, local and foreign, the sacred and the profane. In our first episode of Serian Food Trails and Stay, we pry beneath the surface of Durian Town and unveil the generous, flavorful layers of all it has to offer. Only an hour's drive from Serian's town centre, Kampung Mongkos sits just a stone's throw away from the Sarawak-Indonesian border, guarded by looming mountains. And we have arrived at our destination. Here, we meet Village Chief Wilson at the longhouse that was built in the 1950s.
Kampung Mongkos is around 40 kilometers from Serian town. Then we can reach it using motorbike, using bus, using other vehicles. Only 2.5 kilometers to Indonesian border. This is the only Bidayuh kampong with the long house is fully made up of wooden. When I was still young, I can see these people build this long house, so almost 70 years already.
And this isn't just any ordinary wood. It's the ironwood of Borneo, known as Bidayuh, making this longhouse one of its kind in the Serian district.
Underneath here, all billion. Only this part is on the floor is only made of bamboo. The homestay is 2004. I think we started small because last time it's cooperative, and then we see the potentials of tourism here. At least something we can add in as our subsidiary business.
The accommodation is situated right in front of the longhouse. It offers air-conditioned rooms, furnished with basic modern amenities and the most authentic Bidayuh meals you can find. The ruai isn't just a space that supports their livelihood. It's also where traditions are remembered and retold. Guests staying at the homestay are treated to a traditional Bidayuh performance, often held in the ruai. For dinner, the villagers prepare delicious Bidayuh dishes featuring meat, wild ferns and fish, ensuring guests won't go to bed hungry.
They want to experience the taste it, how we cook it, and then we get all this jungle product like midin, even the bamboo shoot.
As a new day begins, the world outside the longhouse and around the kampong is a sight to behold. The fruit season starts from early December and lasts till the end of January, which means the trees are teeming with ripe tropical fruits all around us, ready to eat. It's a buffet, rambutans, langsat, and of course, durians, which don't seem as high and mighty when they are scattered all along the trek. For those who aren't fond of durians, the forest offers another treat. High up in the trees are golden, juicy rambutans. These sun-kissed fruits are at their peak ripeness, and there is an abundance of them. Our guide promised to give us a tree of rambutans. We thought he was joking, until he began climbing the nearest tree, heavy with the hairy fruit, and started chopping. The freshly picked rambutans do not disappoint. Their flesh is crunchy, juicy, and irresistibly sweet. Those willing to sweat a little and experience the wild, untouched beauty of nature can hike up to Batu Kapal, a limestone rock formation perched at the top of a hill. The locals swear that it grows bigger every year, like a living being watching over the land. Serian is the source of many rivers. Its waterways weave through the rugged mountains and carve out magnificent waterfalls that shimmer thunderously across the jungle terrain. Our guides today lead us to one of the popular waterfalls. We tread well-beaten paths and are also promised a proper feast at the end of the route. Our guide is already sourcing for ingredients for his recipe. But along the way, we have plenty of durians to snack on.
Almost every kampong in Serian, they plant durian. They produce a lot of durian. Yeah. Even myself, I have a lot of durian. So sometimes it's overproduction. It costs no cost at all.
We are grateful to reach the vantage point where a breathtaking waterfall stands before us as the only force in the calm of nature. It's against this backdrop that our guides turn into chefs. The nearest bamboo to us is chopped off and cleaned in the fresh mountain water. Pre-cooked rice is then stuffed into the bamboo along with chicken, garlic, ginger, and other aromatic spices. Another felled bamboo serves as our cookware. It's time for the fruit plucked by our guide earlier to shine. Known locally as belimbing dara, it is sliced and added to a mix of fish, lemongrass, and tapioca leaves, giving the dish a floral and tangy profile. The mixture is then stuffed into the bamboo. Finally, it is corked with a bundle of leaves to trap the heat before being placed over the fire.
That is the one day experience. After that, they jump into the waterfall, then they have a bath or whatever.
After a few refreshing dips in the cool waterfall, our Rainforest gourmet is ready to be savored. First on today's menu is saam, a chicken with rice dish cooked in bamboo. Next is a Dayak classic, panso. This dish can be made with either chicken or fish. But we are in for a treat. Our guide turned chef prepared both. The taste is phenomenal. Food always tastes better when it comes from the land and is prepared by the hands who know it best.
We love our culture. So what is the important thing is when we love our culture, we have to share with other people. Who are we? That is our identity.
The rolling mountain plains and intricate waterways of Serian have long provided a home and sustenance for life, both for past and present generations. But as the region develops, traditional ways are beginning to intersect with modernity, prompting its inhabitants to find new ways to blend old-age customs with new opportunities. We head to another border village, 25 minutes from Kampung Mongkos, to witness an event the locals told us about. And we have arrived at our destination. At 6 a.m., an unusual stir breaks the quiet of Kampung Daha Kisau, a small village near the border. The sounds grow louder. Urban dwellers, dressed in flashy running shoes, are gathering. It's the annual Serian Eco Run.
We are from Revolution Run. This is our partner doing the trail event for Serian Eco Run.
Trail running takes place on natural paths, through forests, along rivers, and across farmland, unlike road running on asphalt. The organizers have revitalized an ancestral trail in this part of Serian specifically for this event. But what exactly is an ancestral trail?
So from last time, they don't have a road, proper road. So how do they visit their relative during wedding or festival or what? Go to school, they use jungle. So the trail part of the Serian Eco Run is considered ancient trail because the trail was exist during the first village was there. So you imagine that even though until today, most of the trails still exist.
The trail run welcomes participants near and far, young and old. It's broadly divided into 5 kilometer, 10 kilometer, 21 kilometer, and 30 kilometer categories, featuring both men's and women's open as well as veteran divisions.
But people who have joined our event, they realize that our route is really special because we get to cross like so many rivers.
The route is so pristine and the jungle is so beautiful.
A major event like this brings economic benefits to the local community.
So actually the nearby town like Serian itself,
But town also not only
the day before the event, the hotels are all fully booked. Yeah.
the homestay nearby also benefit from this trail run event.
As the sun dips behind the hills of ancestral trails and the rivers carve their way through the jungles of Kampung Mongkos, the traditions of Serian remain firmly rooted against the test of time. And we now have modern means to relieve those who came before us.
If you go to Cebu, Sriaman, you have to pass Serian. That's why Serian is a very unique and then becomes strategic place, town in Sarawak, I think.
Whether you seek to experience culture, the awe of nature, or the reverence of ancient sceneries, Serian has it all. All you have to do is to follow your nose to Durian Town. Next, on Serian Food Trails and Stay, we go off-grid into a hideaway, meet nomads who have made Serian their home, and feast on even more durian and good food.